Hey there, Collectioneers! Welcome back to the Collectioneers Club channel. My name is Beth and I'm so glad to have you back, and if you're new, thanks so much for joining me. So today I wanted to go over my thoughts regarding Spireside Candles, which is a Disney-oriented or themed candle company. And they had some new fall scents, so I wanted to review those for you today and see if there's anything that you think would be cool to have in your home for the fall season. So the first thing that I wanted to tell you is they come in a lovely hard cardboard box, and they wrap them beautifully. I've purchased from them before. I had 2 candles in my first purchase from them. I've already burned through one of them completely, and I'll insert a picture for you so you can see it's still on their website, and it was their Village Bakery scent. And just to give you a quick description, I'll read from their website. Walk into your favorite bakery and you're sure to be greeted with a delightful aroma of bold coffee and deliciously sweet cookies and pastries. Fortunately, you only need to light our Village Bakery candle to have the same experience in your own home. And so the keynotes in that one are sugar cookies and the hazelnut coffee. And that was delicious. I loved it. I think that it's loosely based on the Main Street Bakery there in Walt Disney World. They are a Disney-inspired company, so they're either going to fashion their candles after an attraction, and they have plenty of those, or a character. And I think most of the ones today are based loosely on characters, their interpretation of the characters. So, but for the Village Bakery, like I said, going to Main Street, it's just a delicious scent, you know, pastries and coffee, and I loved it. And the second candle that I got from them in my first order was the Scorched Parchment. And that was fashioned after the Rome burning scene in Spaceship Earth. And I love this candle. It's very memory inducing. It smells just like the ride. When you're there, they nailed this. The unfortunate thing is with this company, they actually put some scents into the vault, and then they'll bring them back out periodically, and I could not find this particular scent on their website currently, but that doesn't mean that they aren't going to bring it back in the future, you know, maybe for special occasions. I'm not quite sure. I did notice on their website they have a lot of tropical scents right now, you know, the Tiki Room and the Polynesian, that type of thing, and so I'm not sure if they'll shift over a little bit to more, you know, those fall wintry scents than the tropical, which may have been for summer. So you'll just have to check their website to see what they offer, and of course I'll list all of this down below for you. So this one, like I said, if they offer it again, I would highly recommend it. It just smells exactly like that scene, and I even like to pair it with other candles that I have, because it's kind of that campfire smell in the background, and it just kind of enhances, you know, anything else that you're burning. So, and it lasts a little bit longer because of that. You know, it's kind of a little goes a long way, but at the same time, I just love it because it just transports me back to the ride in Disney Epcot. I love it. So moving on to my current order, I ordered 4 different ones, and I'm going to give you their descriptions as I go. The first one that enticed me, because I knew that it was a new scent to them for the fall season, is the Headless Horseman's Ride, and it's this gorgeous orange color. I was going to say it matches, but it's a different shade of orange. And I believe it's their fall scent in a jar. So let me read you real quick the description. Sleepy Hollow is a dangerous place for those wandering after dark. Ain't that the truth? Experience the Headless Horseman's ride as he gallops after Ichabod Crane. Just be careful not to lose your head. This is our fall in a jar fragrance: crushed pumpkins, trampled leaves, and steaming mulled cider. So those are the 3 notes that you're going to detect most of all in this. And I love the extra adjectives, you know, not just leaves, trampled leaves. So it makes a difference, right? It's kind of got that earthy kind of smell to them. Oh, and I love this so much. You definitely get the creamy pumpkin, and the spice of the mulled cider. But there's also a slightly kind of, like I said, an earthy tone, but it doesn't overpower it at all. I'm not usually kind of a earthy, kind of flowery type person in my scents. I really like the fall and the winter scents. So that's why I'm so excited about this order. But this has a little bit in there, but like I said, it doesn't overpower anything. It just kind of enhances those kind of sweet and spicy, pumpkin-y, and cider scents. And it is indeed fall in a jar. So if you like fall scents, this is definitely one that you will definitely enjoy. So, and then moving on, I got their Caramel Cauldron candle, and not quite sure, but when I hear the name of this, I think of that candy shop in Disney Springs. I'm not sure if it's still there or not, but you've got the old hag and her cauldron, and it's a candy shop underneath. I'd love to have the sign, but I don't know where I'd put it, but I love it. At any rate, so I have to see if it's still there, but I love the theming of that, and that's what kind of brings this to mind for me. So to read you the description real quick: when you imagine the delicious fragrances that could possibly come from a magical cauldron, surely the unmistakably decadent scent of rich and caramel coated popcorn comes to mind. I wish, if I ran into a witch, that she'd be cooking up some caramel coated popcorn. But in addition to being the perfect fall scent, now you can have that yumminess year-round with our Caramel Cauldron candle. So the scents most noted here are the creamy caramel and freshly popped kettle corn scents. And it's this beautiful, rich chocolate brown, perfect for those plaids and things that you set out. Oh yeah, very buttery, very rich caramel. And you even detect that popcorn, you know, that kettle corn kind of, which is nice because then it doesn't get so heady and so buttery and overwhelming that it's too sweet. Really a good balance. I think this will be lovely for fall nights. So, Caramel Cauldron. And then we're getting into some scents that have these beautiful artwork. I believe the artist's name is Jeff Granito, and the cool thing about this that I wanted to talk about briefly is his artwork is in his Etsy shop, and he actually, the ones that he does for Spireside are in his Etsy shop, and you can get them on pillow cases, a cell phone cover, and postcards and prints. You can get them in so many different ways, and I love, love, love his artwork. So I'm going to link down below so you guys could check him out because it's really just remarkable. The first one that his artwork is featured on that in my order is the Pumpkin Carriage. And as you can see, he's got Cinderella there and her fairy godmother and all these wonderful pumpkins, and it's just so colorful, and I just love his style. So you know, not exactly Disney-fied, but just beautiful in its own right. It's just gorgeous. So real quick to the description of this candle: in the sense of magical fall scents, you need look no further than pumpkin. Simply light up our pumpkin carriage candle and you'll be Cinderella on the way to the royal ball. And then they note that it features custom artwork by acclaimed artist Jeff Granito. So the keynotes here are spiced pumpkin and the fluffy marshmallow. So, oh yeah, yeah. Very rich pumpkin, but it's got that spice that kind of balances it out, and definitely some fluffy marshmallow. You got a lot of vanilla going on. A little bit sweeter than the other two, but that's good because, again, I like to kind of burn more than one together. Like this with the Scorched Parchment, ooh la la, that would be excellent. So I'm a fan of their candles. I just enjoy them. tremendously. I'm sure you can tell. And then finally to my last candle, and once again it has this gorgeous artwork by Jeff Granito. I just absolutely adore it. I think this is kind of my favorite because it's so unique. It has, you know, the black hair of Snow White, and then it's got all these light like teals and reds, and this is kind of a very, I don't want to say it's pink, it's just like a very light red color. And I probably should have pointed out, this is a very light orange color. So I really like the wax colors that these come in. But going back to his artwork, it's just gorgeous with the different variations of colors you've got going on here. So this description is inspired by Snow White, of course. The original, fairest of all, Fairest Orchard captures everything bright, cheerful, and lovely about Snow White's forest cottage home with the seven dwarfs. Infused with the fragrance of wintry wassail, crisp apples, vibrant oranges, and a hint of warm spices, cloves, and a hint of cinnamon, Fairest Orchard is scent-worthy of everyone's favorite classic princess. And again, they're mentioning Jeff Granito's wonderful art. So the keynotes that we're looking for here is the wintry wassail, crisp apples, vibrant oranges, and the hint of warm spices, cloves, and cinnamon. Oh, I love this so much. I pick out a little bit of orange, but it's really the apple that's the shining star here. And you get the spices, but not overwhelmingly at all. And I could see the wassail angle, you know, kind of that juicy kind of combination of the spices and the warm kind of apples, and it's a really nice festive fragrance. And the great thing about this one is it'd be great for fall, but it will be great for winter as well. Going into the holiday season, the wassail in this one I think would be just perfect. So those are all the candles that I received from Spireside this order. They are 8-ounce jars for $18, which is on par with most Disney themed candle companies out there. But they have different things that you can do. They have a subscription service, so if you want to sign up for a regular interval delivery of your scents, you can get 10% off. Or I think that they do have codes on a somewhat regular basis through their newsletter that you could sign up for on their website, and you know, you can get 10% off your original order with them as well with that. So there are options to kind of get that cost down a little bit if you want to check them out. I would highly recommend them. Like I said, I enjoy them very much. But I thank you so much for checking out my Spireside candle order and review. If you enjoyed it, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Until next time, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Ha 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 ha!